We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Well, he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That's the reason we ball for. Circle right twice for the encore. If you know, you know. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
14-yard line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a
love these visitors. The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum, you know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive. I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Brought him down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And he whips that one incomplete there. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there. Tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Short of the goal line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll run with Mostert. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Taking it in from a yard out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and now it's 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off play action. Jones. Being chased out left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, That's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Jones. Going deep this time for Miller. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll start with the option. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 24-yard touchdown. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. The 49ers now going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter to it so much because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talked about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
21.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will make it into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo flushed out right, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, they're hoping that the second half, they've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 29. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 29 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd down and 7. Again, it's Barkley. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Ball carrier. The tackle made at the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he's able to put it through.
makes the score Giants 21, 49ers 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Giants 28, 49ers.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Leonard Williams able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A first throw for the backup, Rosen. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And out. 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 30-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kick. 5. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 3rd and 1, Rosen. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.